Good morning. Let's start the daily discussion. Last topic is about the micro, small, medium enterprises can drive India's digital push. So MSME sector has emerged as the growth engine for the country. Okay, so micro, small, medium enterprises adoption of digital technology is critical for their competitiveness. Okay, because MSME has emerged as the growth engine for India, and they have a big contribution right now, and they have a bright future also. And so, use of digitization or digital push of the MSME so will further enhance their domain. So micro, small, medium enterprises are small size business enterprises defined in terms of their investment. So investment in capital, so employment potentiality, so makes them to the category as MSME or micro, small, medium enterprises. Okay. Okay. Okay, so MSME contribute about 30% to the GDP. MSME sector is a major contributor to the socio-economic development in the country. Okay, okay. MSME sector is a major contributor to the socio-economic development of the country. The sector has also contributed immensely with respect to entrepreneurship development, especially in semi-urban and rural areas of India. So MSME sector is not confined to urban areas; they are also spread over the rural areas. Okay, so and their spread is more in the rural area than in the urban area. That is why they are able to they are able to create the situation by which it will be able to contribute more to the economy of the country. Fine. India's global digital share on the pace and scale of digital transformation. India has stolen a march. Okay, on the pace and scale of digital transformations, India has stolen a march over advanced economies, both domestically and in terms of the exports, because the MSME sector contributes substantially not only to the manufacturing but also to the export potentiality of the country. Fine. Okay, an UNCTAD United Nations Conference on Trade and Development 2018 report indicated that which report? UNCTAD report. UNCTAD is the UN agency, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development report indicated that India had exported 89 billion worth of products from the MSME sector in 2016-17 before pandemic, and this might have increased considerably by now. The OECD found that India's share of global estimated digital trade export grew by roughly 400%. Okay, from first 1% in 1995 to nearly 4% in 2018. Okay, this is what is the growth in the digital product from India. MSME and digital services, with the number of internet subscribers in India now projected to touch 800 million by the end of this year 2023. Fine. What the internet users, okay, is projected to reach 800 million by the end of this year. So small business have also begun incorporating digital services into their operations. Example of common business to business services, B2B model. So B2B model is the business to business. Fine. This is called the B2B. Okay, so this is called the B2B model. Import include e-commerce platform, social media. Okay, what? E-commerce platform, social media, where the sale is conducted, for marketing and communication, and digital payment applications, among others. On the import side, Indian MSME have also begun to integrate okay, so what is the situation? So on the import side, on the import side, the Indian MSME have also begun to integrate digital services in imports such as smartphone based marketing and communications services into their business operations. Fine. So the Indian companies are changed from the physical marketing to the digital marketing options. Fine. And on the import side, the MSME have also begun to integrate digital inputs such as the smartphone based marketing. Okay. Okay. Typical goods include expanding market reach and deepening their connection with the customers. So, what is the target? So, expanding markets, because through this, so they using a digital platform, they're expanding their market reach and connection with the customers, because both the market reach and the customer connections are increasing through this. Okay. Okay, so this is what how the digital platform are being used by the MSME sector. Okay, so challenges in the 1998, the World Trade Organization adopted a declaration on global electronic commerce. This included a 2-year moratorium on custom duties on cross-border. Okay, this included 2-year moratorium on custom duties on cross-border electronic transmission. Since then, the moratorium or the duty cap has been renewed every 2 years. So there is a moratorium on cross-border electronic transmission, custom duty on cross-border electronic transmission. WTO members have allowed the moratorium to continue with the present moratorium lasting only till 31st March 2024. So any cross-border transaction, okay, so it is not taxed right now. Okay, so this moratorium has actually benefited India's service export and import. Okay, so India's, okay, so service export has max, because the service export from India is being promoted through the National Foreign Trade Policy, and so service export from India scheme is there as part of the National Foreign Trade Policy. So what the National Foreign Trade Policy has a scheme called the Service Exports from India scheme, which promote export of services from India. Fine. Okay, so what is the things? Okay, this service export has been expanded to India because of this promotion measure from the government side. Because government has promoted, the service export has substantially increased from India from the MSME sector. If the moratorium ceases to exist, however, the resulting disruptions could impact a wide range of routine cross-border data transmission, which range from transfer of semiconductor design information to R&D, software as a service, and digitized music, movie, books, and entertainment. In addition, allowing a range of new tariff to be levied on digital services, okay, could distort supply chain and stunt MSME growth. So MSME growth potentiality will be reduced. Okay. Okay, so mounting NP of MSME, according to the RBI, bad loan, which is called NPA of the MSME, now accounts for 9.6% of the gross advances made to the MSME, and that is the tune of 17.33 lakh crore against 8.2% in 2020. That means the NP of the MSME sector has increased. So in 2020 it was 8.2%, and right now it has increased to 9.6%. Her NPA as a whole is being reduced in the country, but the MSME NPA is what? The loan taken which remain due over more than 90 days. It's called NPA. Fine. And the NPA of the MSME sector is increasing. That is the big issue. Okay, so the MSME sector was among the most pandemic afflicted sector. The COVID pandemic has affected the MSME to a considerable extent. It is the most affected sector because many of the MSME were closed down. Okay, and those who survive or those who continue, they are unable to even further progress. Okay, thousands of MSME either shut down or became sick after the government announced a nationwide strict lockdown. At the shutdown was announced by the government. So thousands of MSME, they either shut down or became financially unviable. Non-availability, delay of funds, mounting losses and debts, non-availability of proper financial help, and delays from the government, reluctance from the bank for the funding, etc., were the major problem faced by the MSME. MSME in India typically rely on the NBFC, non-banking financial companies, for their financial needs. So the NBFC provide the MSME more loans than the regular banks. Okay, because so the MSME were able to access the loan from the this NBFC, non-banking financial company, quite smoothly than availing them from the normal banks. Okay. Mounting losses and debts, non-availability of proper financial help, and delay from the government, reluctance from the bank for the funding, etc., the major challenges for non-availing loans by the NFC, that by for the MSME. MSME in India typically rely on the NBFC for their financial needs, which in itself have been enduring a liquidity crunch since September 2018. Lack of formalization, almost 86% of the manufacturing MSME operating in the country are unregistered, means they are not registered by the government. Out of the 6.3 crore MSME, only about 1.1 crore are registered with the goods and service tax GST regime, and their number of income tax failures are even less. So very few of this MSME have been registered, okay, at the GST office. Okay, rest are not. Okay. Under Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, okay, loan up to 10 lakhs. Mudra Yojana have three schemes. Okay, one is the Sishu, Kishore and Tarun. Hello? ठीक है, okay. Under Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, loans are provided up to 10 lakhs, because you know Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana has three sub schemes. So Sishu up to 50,000, Kishore 50,000 to 5 lakh, and Tarun 5 lakh to 10 lakhs. Okay, 5 to 10 lakhs. So maximum 10 lakhs loan is provided under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana through member lending institutions, which banks, NBFC, microfinancial institutions, other financial intermediaries in three categories named the Sishu, Kishore and Tarun. As I told, Sishu में 50k, Kishore 5 lakh, okay, and Tarun 10 lakh, which signify the states of growth of, or development and funding needs of the borrowers. So this can resolve the funding needs of the MSME sector. Sishu covering 50,000, Kishore covering loan above 50,000 up to 5 lakhs, and Tarun covering loans above 50 lakhs, 5 lakhs and above 10 lakhs. Objective to signify the stage of growth, development and funding. Okay, this is what to signify the stages of growth, development and funding needs. Okay. Okay. So to signify the stage of growth, development and funding needs of the beneficiary, microunit entrepreneurs are also provide a reference point for the next phase of graduation growth. Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises. This scheme provides collateral free. Collateral means no mortgage. Okay, free credit to micro and small enterprises through a credit guarantee scheme. Okay. Stand Up India. The scheme provides financial assistance to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and women entrepreneurs for setting up new enterprises. Startup India and Stand Up India. Stand Up India covers SC, ST and women entrepreneurs. Harmonizing value chain. Government to focus on integrating India's value chain with the rest of the world and creating logistics that are easier and faster in crucial to make it easier for the international companies to include India in their value chains. Quality assurance. Government to focus on creating quality as the most important factor in the success story of India through steps including setting global benchmarks, harmonizing Indian standards with global standards, and consumer becoming more demanding of quality. Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement (SEPA). It will also help MSME. SEPA is signed by India with other countries. Okay. So benefit of the district and export hub initiative of the government. Under this initiative, every district for their unique product and identity, the specialty of district by knowing which district export which product, that is known as the one district one product scheme. Okay, ODOP. So another scheme for promoting this is the one district one product. To popularize one product from every district of the country. Okay, this initiative is expected to help in promoting local products and in turn boost the local economy. To help Indian small business expand and reach new customers, policymakers should implement policy that make it easier, not harder and more costly to access digital services inputs, including those from abroad. Acting on the External Affairs Minister's speech at B20 Summit, Business 20 Summit, on the sideline of the G20 Summit, for a more diversified and more democratic re-globalization, the moratorium will help in the emergence of global South country as producers. Okay, South, so which India represents, they want to be new producers. Then the next is the first global symposium on farmers' right. President of India, His Excellency Her Excellency Draupadi Murmu, inaugurated the first global symposium on farmers' right in New Delhi recently. The ICAR Indian Council of Agriculture Research Convention Center, National Agricultural Science Center, New Delhi, the venue. So it will continue from 12th to 15th September 2023. Historical background: the proposal to hold the first global farmers symposium, okay, was mooted by the government of India at the 9th session of the governing body of the International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture International Treaty, held in India in September 2022, which is agreed by the Food and Agriculture Organization FAO, the UN Special Agency for Food and Agriculture. Organized by Secretariat of the International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture, International Treaty of the Food and Agriculture Organization FAO, which is headquartered Rome in Italy. Hosted by Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, in collaboration with the Protection of Plant Variety and Farmers' Rights Authority, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR Indian Agricultural Research Institute, and ICAR National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources. Objective is to address critical issues related to farmers' rights and their essential role in global food security and agriculture. Eminent scientists and resource persons will participate from 59 countries across the globe. They will deliberate on how to recognize and reward the enormous contribution that local and indigenous communities and farmers of all regions of the world have made to the conservation and development of plant genetic resources. Focus on farmers' right. The symposium places a strong emphasis on farmers' right as its central theme. Proposal for the future work. Participants engage in discussion and deliberation aimed at formulating proposals for future work. Knowledge and awareness. An essential outcome of the symposium is the promotion of knowledge and awareness regarding the farmers' right among the participants. Tenant farmers in India means sharecroppers. Okay, so to create an awareness among the farmers about their rights, because so normally farmers being illiterate, they are not aware about their rights. Okay, so here, so it will be this will try to create awareness. Will create awareness about the farmers' right. Okay, so and who will participant? Participants will be the tenant farmers because their number is more in India. Sharing best practices, the symposium serves as a valuable platform for stakeholders to share best practices, experiences, and lessons learned related to farmers' right, like organic farming. Because organic farming is a craze right now, and it has a big scope in future. Okay, and if this is done, then organic farming will bring prosperity to the farming community in the country. Okay, so the interconnectedness of farmers' rights and human rights, recognizing that farmers' rights are intrinsic to human rights, underscores their significance within the broader context of agriculture and farming. Okay, World Physical Therapy Day. So, World Physical Therapy Day, also known as the World Physiotherapy Day, is celebrated on September 8th every year to honor and acknowledge the vital contribution of physical therapy and physiotherapists in promoting health and well-being. World Physical Therapy Day was established by the World Confederation of Physical Therapy in 1996. It has been celebrated for over 2 decades as a way to commemorate the founding of the World Confederation on September 8, 1951. The organization is now known as the World Physiotherapy. World Physiotherapy Day promotes advocacy for physical therapy and encourages healthier lifestyles by emphasizing the importance of accessible and high quality physical therapy services. The theme of World Physiotherapy Day 2023 is Prevention and Management of Osteoporosis. This theme underscores the importance of preventing and effectively managing osteoarthritis or arthritis, not porosis, osteoarthritis, with a particular focus on highlighting two types of inflammatory arthritis, namely rheumatoid arthritis and axial spondylitis. Physical therapists collaborate closely with the individual to create personalized exercise routine and lifestyle modification tailored to their specific needs. Though these efforts, physical therapists significantly contribute to improving the quality of life for individuals grappling with arthritis. Okay, because this is the major problem right now. So among the earlier it was the problem for the aged, but right now even okay. So right now even the youngsters are also affected by this arthritis issues. Okay, if this, as this is going, so the government is right now this the physiotherapists have a greater responsibility towards bringing some relief to the pain of the person suffering from arthritis. Okay. Then next is the Eastern Economic Forum. The 8th Eastern Economic Forum 2023 is taking place between 10th to 13th, has taken place from 10th to 13th September 2023 in the at Vladivostok in Russia. The Union Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterway, Sonoval and Ayush left for Russia to represent India at the Eastern Economic Forum, which is being held at the Russian port city of Vladivostok. Okay, this is the Russian city of Vladivostok. Okay, so about this Eastern Economic Forum, Eastern Economic Forum is an international forum held each year in Vladivostok, Russia. The Eastern Economic Forum, the Eastern Economic Forum is an international forum held each year in Vladivostok. The Eastern Economic Forum is a key international platform for establishing and strengthening ties within the Russian global investment communities and for comprehensive expert evaluation of the economic potential of the Russian Far East, the investment opportunity it offers, and business conditions within advanced special economic zones. Establishment: the Eastern Economic Forum was established by the decree of the President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, in 2015 to support the economic development of Russia's Far East and to expand international cooperation in the Asia Pacific region. The Far East Economic Forum is sponsored by the organizing committee appointed by the Rus Congress an association of the Russian government, which also sponsors other international forums such as the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. So it is a part of this Rus Congress, which is an association of the Russian government itself. Okay, India in the 8th Eastern Economic Forum 2023, Union Minister of Port, Shipping, Water and Ayush, Sri Sarbanand Sonowal, left for Russia to represent India at the Eastern Economic Forum meeting. Sri Sonowal will be addressing the India-Russia business delegation dialogue at the Eastern Economic Forum, where he will be highlighting the pivotal role of trade, commerce and business in fostering stability and sustainability within the special and privileged strategic partnership between India and Russia. India's shipping minister will also be speaking at the session on Eastern Maritime Corridor, aimed to further strengthen the bilateral relation between the two countries, including exploring possibility of the northern sea routes and establishing a transshipment hub in the Bay of Bengal. Eastern Maritime Corridor, Vladivostok to Chennai, that maritime Vladivostok-Chennai Maritime Corridor is proposed full-fledged sea route of approximately 5,600 nautical miles between Russia's eastern port city of Vladivostok and Chennai on the eastern Indian seaboard. This shipping link would enable to transfer of cargo between Chennai and Vladivostok in 24 days in comparison to over 40 days currently taken to transport goods from India to Far East Russia via Europe, passing through the Sea of Japan, South China Sea and the state of Malacca. The maritime corridor aims to counterbalance China's growing influence in the Southeast Asia by posing grave security and economic challenge to their maritime Silk Road. Okay. The Eastern Maritime Corridor is aimed at reducing cargo transit time between two nations. The journey from Indian port to the Russian Far East takes just 24 days compared to 30 days to the port of Novorossiysk. This corridor Okay, this corridor holds immense potential to unlock new opportunity for trade and cooperation for both India and Russia. So, this meeting is very important for India. That the gene drive technology, in context, the gene drive technology has been used in outdoor but controlled condition in India. Okay. Okay. About gene driving technology, a gene drive is a type of genetic engineering technique that modifies genes. This technology was conceived by Austin Booth, a professor at the Imperial College London. This technique could be an effective way to eradicate a nuisance species such as the malaria causing mosquitoes. Under these techniques, mosquito will selectively inherit some genes rather than the inheritance to follow the rules of Mendelian genetics. In this, A protein cuts the mosquito's DNA in a part that does not encode a particular sequence in the genome. Okay. Okay, so this trigger a natural mechanism in the cell containing the DNA to repair it and force the cell to incorporate a sequence called the drive sequence into the damaged portion. Recent development: researcher at the Imperial College London genetically enhanced a gene expressed in the midgut of mosquitoes to secrete two microbial substances called the mammainin-2 and the melittin. They are detrimental to the Plasmodium parasite's development in the midgut and also reduce the lifespan of the female mosquito. Computational modeling studies have suggested that this approach could significantly disrupt malaria transmission. Then the Vanikiri artifacts. The Vanikiri artifacts belong to the 200 BC to 400 C. We put on display and will be were put on display at the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Vanikiri artifacts could be displayed in the art collection of the Trade and Serpent exhibition, which began at the New York Metro in 2003. Location Vanigiri. Vanigiri is sub-Saipat district in the small village of about 4,000 residents, about 150 km from Hyderabad. The Vanigiri Buddhist site is considered one of the most important finds of the Buddhist iconography in this millennium. Vanigiri means the hillock of the snakewood. We have discussed that earlier. Then the question: discuss the factor for localization of agro-based food processing industry in northwest India. Okay. Okay. So food processing is a large sector. Okay, that covers activities such as agriculture, horticulture, plantation, animal husbandry, and fisheries. Agro-based food processing is defined as a set of techno-economic activities applied to all the products originating from agricultural farm, aquaculture sources, livestock, and forest for their conservation, handling, and value addition, and make them usable as food, feed, fiber, fuel, or industrial raw materials. Okay, because agricultural products, agro-based products, so it not only mean agriculture, but allied activity like fishery, poultry, etc., livestock rearing, even dairy, all these. Okay, so and then value addition. Okay, so location of agro-based food processing industry in the northwest India, northwestern states like Punjab, Haryana, North Rajasthan have extensive network of agro-based food processing industry. So in India, the northwest India, northwestern states like Punjab, Haryana, and North Rajasthan have an extensive range of this. Some of the factors for localization are raw material base. Punjab, one of the highest producer of wheat and rice. Rajasthan, important area of the millet. Haryana for milk and livestock. So these three states have developed wide range of processing plants. Robust agri-marketing infrastructure. Punjab has close to 300 agro-processing clusters, one of the highest in India. Robust infrastructure, extensive network of goods, roads, and internal container depot. Stable, adequate and cheap energy. Most northwest states are energy surplus states. Governance, prompt MSP procurement in this area, encourage rice millers, support to the FPI in the form of tax incentive and the this is called the farmer producer institutions. Okay, FPI stands for farmer producer institutions in the form of tax incentive and subsidies. Geographical advantage, plan area and close location to key market like the Delhi challenges so are facilitated. Agribusiness is characterized by raw material that are mostly perishable, variable in quality and not regularly available because they depends upon the agricultural season. And if the harvest is good, so there is a plenty supply of this, and if the harvest is not good, so supply chain get disrupted, putting okay. So agribusiness is characterized by raw materials that are mostly perishable because agricultural goods are most of them are perishable items. So they need proper care of storage, supply chain, logistic supply chain, cold store and processing plants. Okay. Variable in quantity and not regularly available because depending upon the climate and other factors. So that is not always constant. The sector is subject to stringent regulatory control on consumer safety, product quality and environmental protection. Okay, so these are also the factors. Okay, then that in the conclusion, agro-based industries need to be set up at the rural area where raw material may be available. Okay, so available in plenty helps in the upliftment of the rural economy. It provides rural population an opportunity for employment, generate income and thereby improves economic condition of people, which in turn creates potential for demand-based industries. Okay, then coming to the MCQs, consider the following statement: the world's highest combat airfield at the Noema in Ladakh. Okay, world's highest combat airfield. Okay, that is correct. Okay, so the border road organization is building this project. So BRO is the military construction agency of the government. So both are correct for question number 1. Recently, Odisha Chief Minister Nabin Patnaik has flagged off 181 mobile veterinary vehicles to provide healthcare service to livestock in the state. Consider the following statement: the mobile veterinary vehicle were flagged under the Mukhyamantri Brahmana Prani Chikitshaka Seva. Okay, that is right. Okay, the mobile veterinary units will provide emergency veterinary health care to stray and abandoned animals through the animal helpline. Here both 1 and 2 are correct. What is the theme of the World Physiotherapy Day 2023? That is the prevention and management of the osteoarthritis. B is the right answer because arthritis is a big issue, pain, severe pain for the patients, and osteoarthritis is the challenge, and that is the physiotherapy day is the management of the osteoarthritis. Consider the following statement with reference to the Vladivostok Chennai Maritime Corridor. The Eastern Economic Forum is the international forum held each year in Japan. That is wrong. It is held in Russia. Okay, so it is not in Japan. Okay, so one is incorrect. Vladivostok Chennai Maritime Corridor is proposed full-fledged sea route approximately 5,600 nautical miles between Russia's eastern port city Vladivostok and Chennai on the eastern side of Indian seaboard. Right? Eastern Maritime Corridor passes through the Sea of Japan, the South China Sea, and the state of Malacca. 2 and 3 are correct. That means only 2 are correct, not 3. Consider the following statement about the Global Symposium on Farmers' Rights. The first year Global Symposium on Farmers' Rights was held in India. So this year, for the first time, it was held in India. Fine. It is organized by the International Treaty of Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture. Right. It worked to implement Article 9 of the International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture. 1, 2, 3, all are correct. Consider the following statement regarding the gene drive technology. It is a type of genetic engineering techniques used to modify genes. It can be helpful to eradicate malaria causing mosquito. Okay, so here both 1 and 2 are correct. Recently, the Gresham's law is in news. Consider the following. Gresham's law says that bad money drives out good money. It means in a fixed exchange rate system, bad money drives out good money. That is the popular Gresham's law. Okay, that is right. Okay, it is apply only in the paper currency. That is wrong. Okay, so 2 is incorrect. So option will be B, because 1 is correct. Okay, so RTI portal gateway to the citizen is an initiative taken by Department of Personnel and Training. That's okay. The RTI law information commissions are the final appellate authority and are mandated to safeguard and facilitate people's fundamental right to information. Okay, so the RTI law mandated the 1/3 of the post in the commission are to be occupied by women. No, only 2 are correct. Recently, Os, Anam and Boro are a variety of which crop? They are the crop of rice. The Baltora glacier is in Karakoram range. Okay, so thank you for watching. Keep watching regularly to update yourself on the developments.